Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Must Love Labs. My name is Alan. On this channel we talk about tips and tools for how to raise, breed, and sell Labrador Retrievers as quality family pets. So if you're new here, you might consider subscribing. In today's video, we're going to do some dog breeding Q&A. You folks have been writing in questions on the channel, and we're going to address them. Let's get to it. Okay, let's get going on some of these questions. Miss Christine writes in and says, some people tell me to let the girls' first heat pass and not to breed them until the second heat. What is your approach? And sorry if I missed it and you addressed it someplace else. Okay, what we do here at Must Love Labs, I'm working with Labradors obviously. They need to be 2 years old. It doesn't have to be exactly 2 years old, but we need to be right in there. So what happens is this usually ends up being long about heat number 3. That's what I've experienced with Labradors. The dogs will get close to 2 years old and we'll take them into the vet for a wellness check and see if the veterinarian agrees that the dog is ready for breeding. We'll x-ray the hips and elbows for the OFA certifications. And if all of this looks good, we will at this point have done genetic testing, but that happens actually when they're a little puppy. Genetic testing's been done actually right at when I buy them is when I do the genetic testing. And then when they get up close to 2 years, heat number 2 is already come and gone usually. They get coming up on 2 years and we'll go to the vet, do the wellness check, do the OFA x-rays for the hips because I've got a larger breed dog. If you got smaller breed dogs, you don't have to worry about that. So if everything looks good, then we go ahead and do the breeding on the next heat cycle. And that seems to work out to usually be heat number 3. Hey folks, if you're getting value from this video, do us a favor and hit that like button. It really does help out quite a bit. And if you want to support our channel, we've got a Teespring store. I'll put a link in the description. You can stop by and check out a t-shirt or a coffee mug, and thanks in advance for doing that. We also put links in the descriptions to all of our videos for pet products that we use and approve of here at Must Love Labs. So feel free to check those out as well. Okay, next question. VIR213 asked, do you disinfect your puppy habitat? How do you prevent them from getting sick, catching parvo? What do you use? Thanks. Do we disinfect the puppy habitat? Absolutely. We mop the puppy habitat out 2 to 3 times a day with a strong pine sol and water solution that pretty much kills any germ it touches. As far as parvo goes, dogs actually pick that up out in the dirt or from feces that hasn't been removed, and that kind of thing can develop. So we police the puppy yard as far as picking up poop and whatnot. And more important than any of that, all of my adult dogs are vaccinated against parvo. And our puppies get vaccinated against parvo at 6 weeks when they start their puppy shot series. The first shots happen at 6 weeks, and part of that is a parvo vaccine. And then they get it again at 9 weeks and so forth and so on. So we keep everything clean, we keep everything sanitary. Puppies are also on worm medicine. They start getting that every 2 weeks. So they get wormed, and then they get their vaccinations at 6 weeks specifically that contains a parvo vaccine among others. I think they call it the Super 5. You'd have to ask your vet about it. Hope that helps. Okay, Danielle Schaefer had asked, who is responsible to put the puppies on the mom's nipple to feed? Do the puppies crawl there by themselves or do humans put them there? That's a great question. We actually do a little bit of both. We'll help them out if we see them struggling, because obviously newborn puppies there's not a whole lot that they can do. But what they do have is a limited ability to crawl, and they have a sense of smell. And you'll notice that the mom dog will actually lick her nipples. She'll moisten her nipples with her own saliva because the puppies know instinctually to move towards the smell of their mom's saliva. So she's not just cleaning herself, she's actually telling her puppies where to go to get something to eat. And they'll just start heading that way. It's just part of the process. It's how they're wired by the Creator. But if we see them having a hard time, sure, we'll pick them up and move them over to one of the nipples and give them a hand that way. And if you have more puppies than Mama Dog has nipples, then you might have to help them rotate them out a little bit so that everybody gets a chance to eat something. But that's a great question. And we help them as needed. We're right there in attendance, especially the first couple of days. And if we see anybody having a hard time getting something to eat or finding a nipple, then we'll step in and help them out and move them over that way. Great question. Juanita Sullivan asks, how do you respond to inquiring customers who ask for a discount or if the price is negotiable? That's pretty common. You start selling puppies and you'll hear that from time to time. In the sales process, and you're going to be in the sales process when you're selling puppies. Nobody likes to be a salesman, but welcome to the real world. You want to sell puppies, you're going to be a salesperson. Anyways, in the sales process, anytime you're not sure what to say, if you get stumped, you ask a question. That's one of the old golden rules of sales, as they say. So you ask them a question. Somebody says to you, do you offer a discount? I will ask them, well, what discount are you looking for? What kind of discount are you looking for? Okay, always be polite, okay? And asking questions is fair game. So, do you offer a discount? What discount are you looking for? And they're going to answer that question, or is the price negotiable? This depends on whether or not you feel like negotiating. These are your puppies. This is your business. I never let anybody tell me how to run my business. Anytime somebody tries to take control of a conversation with me and start dictating price or terms to me or telling me how this is going to happen or how that's going to happen, I end that conversation. If I need to, I'll even hang the phone up. But anyways, to your question, if somebody has a question, do you have a discount? Is the price negotiable? Those are fair questions, absolutely. So I'll just ask them, well, what kind of a discount are you looking for? At that point, you might hear maybe they're a senior citizen, or maybe they're a military member, a retired military or prior service military, or a host of other things. Maybe they're handicapped or disabled, or maybe they're a member of a club that you're a member of. So then it comes down to whether or not you'd like to offer them a discount. It's an okay question, and it's okay to say no, by the way. If you don't want to discount your prices, then don't. And I wouldn't let anybody talk me out of that. And if you feel like giving somebody a military discount or a senior citizen's discount or something, then absolutely, give it to them. That's how I handle those questions. Hope that helps. Well, that wraps up our Q&A session for today. I sure hope you got value from that video. Do us a favor and hit that like button if you did, and you definitely want to subscribe to my channel, as we will be discussing this topic and others in the future. And thanks for stopping into Must Love Labs. We'll see you in the next video.